What is going on, everyone? Is back in with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be going over Pool C and all of its details now that it is officially over, so let's just get right into this video. So Pool C is actually the only one I actually predicted correctly, and a lot of people were flaming me in the comment section of my Predicting the World Baseball Classic video, so that's actually kind of funny that I got it right. So let's go over this one, starting with Colombia that got 5th place. They go 1-3 in their group, getting last, and it will have to re-qualify for the World Baseball Classic. Their only win they got was against Mexico in 10 innings, and it was the first game, so won that one 5-4 pretty well. And yeah, that was their only win. They got kind of destroyed by all of their teams. They lost to Britain 7-5. They lost to Canada 5-0, and they lost to the United States 3-2. So once again, I predicted this one. A lot of people flame me in the comments, but I didn't really see them as that good of a team. I mean, we've obviously seen the struggles on this team, with their hitting, very inconsistent. So I didn't really think they were going to make much noise, and that's kind of what happened. So once again, I didn't really have them doing much, and I was right on that factor. So got to give me some props there. But yeah, Colombia, we'll see how they do in those qualifiers. We'll see what the qualifiers even are, because as right now we don't really know what they are, because we haven't really heard anything about them yet. We'll probably get more info in 2024, 2025, around there, because the next one's in 2026. So they usually do it like a year before. So I don't know. We'll see what the information is on that. But unfortunate for Colombia, they're gonna have to requalify. But they should be pretty good because a couple of the teams in there are pretty bad. So they should have a good shot to requalify. So number 4 is Great Britain. They went 1-3 in their group. The only team they were able to beat was actually Colombia in that 7-5 game. So that was actually a pretty good game. Unfortunately, it had almost the least amount of attendance in Pool C. So fortunate from them. But hey, I mean, they played pretty well. I was actually surprised by Britain. I thought they played extremely well. Overall, the United States only beat them 6-2, so really close game there. They got 10 run by Canada and 7. Not the best. They obviously won against Colombia, and in their last game, they only lost 1-2 to Mexico. So they played a couple games pretty closely, except for that Canada one. And honestly, I thought they looked pretty good. A lot of cool prospects on this team. Henry Ford, we've obviously seen him in his development. Obviously going to get his way onto Seattle eventually. But yeah, I mean, they look pretty solid. Excited to see what they do in 2026. And European baseball is only getting better. I keep saying it. European baseball is only going to get better from here. So it's looking pretty solid for the UK. So at number 3, we got Canada. Now, Canada actually played really well this tournament. They actually could have qualified. They actually went 2-2 in this group. They obviously destroyed Great Britain in their first match, 18-8. So they look solid in the first match. Then get destroyed by the United States themselves, 12-1. Beat Colombia 5-0. And they lose against Mexico. If they beat Mexico, they would have got through for the first time, I think, in their history. Yeah, that would have been the first time they ever got through. They've always got pooled in this tournament. So, unfortunate from them. I mean, it was looking good at the start. It was 10-3. They kept it a little bit close, and then Mexico kind of blew it open towards the later half of the game. So, kind of unfortunate for Canada. I mean, it's hard to win. You got to win those 3 games in some of the groups, depending on how they go. We've obviously saw the 2-2 madness, which almost could have happened here if, Colombia and Great Britain were able to win their final matches. And, it would have looked pretty interesting, another 2-2 group. But this one, you had to win 3. Top 2 teams were able to get it done. Canada wasn't. So unfortunate for them. We'll see them back in 2026. And, this is probably the best performance we've seen from them in a long time. So in number 2, we have the United States. So United States look pretty solid. This is kind of like not business as usual because it did kind of look rocky for them. They obviously beat Great Britain 6-2 in their first game, looking pretty solid. The next game they lost to Mexico 11-5. So everyone was pretty shocked by that one. They had 47,000 people in attendance in that game. So that was probably the most attendance game, I think, by far in this World Baseball Classic. So pretty solid overall. Mexico, they looked really good in that game. They were obviously performing well. They played the first game pretty close. And then, from the else, they just dominated. So, Mexico was, looking good that game. United States, they had a couple backup I don't know, they started a couple backups that game. Which, they're still good. But it's like, why would you not start your best team against, the other best team in the pool? It doesn't really make sense. So they lose that game. They hop on to Canada, destroy them in 7 innings. And they barely beat Colombia 3-2. So I think most people think they look a little shaky right now. They have to play Venezuela in the bracket. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, I don't think they're going to win this tournament just by the way they're playing. And the teams are only getting better. So I don't have them winning the tournament. So we'll see how they do in the bracket, but I don't have them winning. And obviously, number 1, we have Mexico. They beat the tiebreaker because they beat the United States, like we just talked about. And they looked really good. I mean, this team's able to hit. I mean, Randy Arozarena for this squad has been unbelievable for them. It's been absolutely insane for them. And, overall, they've been feeling pretty good. So, Randy Arozarena, definitely that Mexico MVP for me. I'll see the other guy. The pitching's been pretty solid overall. They have a really good pitching core, Mexico. So, yeah, they've been looking pretty solid overall. So, Mexico gets that first seed, and the United States get that second seed. So if you go over to the bracket play, we obviously see the United States has that second seed, so they have to play the D pool runner-up, which is Venezuela, which we know now. And then Mexico got the first seed, so they have to play the second seed of Pool D, which is Puerto Rico. So you see the updated bracket here as soon as I'm recording this video. You know, these two pools just got done overnight. We just had the Japan-Italian game go on. So we're going to be updating this, going through them all just like that. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting overall. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Pool C was pretty fun to watch in Arizona. And, you know, we'll see if we ever get there again for a World Baseball Classic. You know, it's interesting to do like a San Diego or an LA, which I thought they were going to do. But I guess the desert's going to get some love there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other World Baseball Classic videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.